We are all storytellers, not just through what we say to others, but through the quiet, looping narratives we whisper to ourselves. Stories that shape how we see the world and how we see ourselves in it. Some stories lift us, others keep us small, and sometimes the most powerful step toward authenticity is learning to rewrite the stories that no longer serve us. Welcome, everybody, to week 5 of the Unmasking and Be Yourself series. Today, we're exploring the stories we tell ourselves, a conversation about truth, perception, and the quiet power of awareness. So again, hey everybody, I'm Marybeth Hrim, and I'm a mental health therapist and coach and a fellow traveler on this journey of becoming someone who believes in integrating mind, body, and spirit to live more authentically and fully. And in this series, we've been peeling back layers, the mask we wear, the roles we play, and the comfort zones we hide within. This week, we arrive at one of the deepest layers yet, the inner storyteller. Because before we can unmask outwardly, we have to understand what we've been telling ourselves inwardly. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel, where you'll find guided meditations, reflections, and inspiration to help you keep doing this inner work, mind, body, and spirit, and stride. You know, every one of us walks through life carrying an invisible book, a collection of beliefs, interpretations, and meanings we've written about who we are and what we deserve. Maybe your story says, I'm strong because I've survived. Or maybe it whispers, I'm not enough. Sometimes the story is quiet, almost invisible, woven into the choices that we make and the risks we avoid. Our stories are formed early. They're really formed at birth, through family, through culture, through our relationships, or our bubble that we live in. Even moments of pain and rejection. We take experiences and we make sense of them, or at least we try to. But often we mistake the story for the truth. For example, I failed, therefore I'm a failure. I was left, therefore I'm unlovable. I was overlooked, therefore I'm invisible. Do you hear the subtle differences? The event may be real, but the meaning we attach, that's the story. That's the story that we tell ourselves. And when we repeat that story long enough, it becomes the lens through which we see everything. Our reality begins to bend to the narrative. We filter out anything that contradicts it. That's how powerful our inner storytelling can be. But when the story is rooted in truth and compassion, it actually could be a compass. But when it's rooted in fear, shame, or comparison, it can quietly become a prison. And we may tell ourselves, I have to hold it all together. I can't show weakness. Or here's a biggie. I'm too old to change. And I don't belong there. See, each sentence builds another brick in the wall between who you are and who you're meant to become. These stories, they affect our body too. They're ingrained in there. We feel them as tightness in our chest, tension in the shoulders. There's this heaviness we just can't quite name. Our nervous system begins to live out the story even before our mind even recognizes it. That's why awareness really matters. Becoming aware of what you're feeling and what's going on inside your mind and your body. Because awareness is the beginning of reauthoring, rewriting that story. Ask yourself gently. You might even want to write this down and revisit it. What story am I living right now? Where did it come from? Is it true or just familiar? Reflect on that for a second. See, the moment you ask those questions, you begin to separate you from the narrative. You stop being the character and start becoming the author. So, how do you begin to change the story? Not by forcing it to be positive, because you do want to feel all those feelings, whether they're positive or negative, because that's, as humans, that's what we have, that's what we've been given. So you don't want to force all of that, but by making it honest, maybe your story shifts from I'm unworthy to I've been hurt, but I'm healing. And from I can't to I'm learning. From I'm not enough to I am enough for this moment. You see, rewriting doesn't erase the past. It reclaims the power to define the meaning of it. And that's where authenticity begins, not in pretending everything's okay. Because you're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. But in seeing clearly what is and choosing a kinder, truer story going forward. So maybe today you sit quietly with a journal and write, what is the story I've been living? What is the story I'm ready to tell instead? You don't have to know every chapter. You just need the courage to turn the page. So as we close today, I want you to remember your story isn't fixed. It's fluid. It's evolving, alive. And every breath, every choice is an opportunity to write a new one. So I really want to thank you for being here with me today and rewriting your story, beginning to rewrite your story. And if today's conversation spoke to you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. and share this episode with someone who really might need to hear it. Because when we tell more truthful stories, we not only heal ourselves, we give others permission to do the same. So, again, thank you for being a part of this journey of unmasking, becoming, and being. May you walk gently with your stories that made you and bravely toward the ones that will redefine you. I'm Marybeth Hrim. Until next time.